Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? It is Monday morning. We are rocking and rolling. We are starting early today because we got a lot of exciting things to cover in today's stream. And of course, later on. I don't know, guys. I feel like it's Christmas time. For today's stream, though, let's just stick to everything because we have some special guests. But before I introduce you guys to what we are going to be talking about in today's stream, let me go through my normal spill, guys. If you guys are new here, my name is Tank. This is the IBC Gang YouTube channel. We talk about everything that's happening in the traditional markets as well as the crypto markets with, of course, a specific interest always with the Cosmos ecosystem. Before we go any further with that, if you would, do me a huge favor. If you're a cosmonaut, if you consider yourself an IBC Gang kind of maxi, or if you consider yourself an IBC Gang member, do me a favor, help us grow. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Also, hit that little bell notification because we go live every once in a while at random and you don't want to miss out on those things. But it really does help out quite a bit. And also, you can consider it like you're helping yourself out because the more people that see these videos, the more exposure the Cosmos ecosystem gets, and so the more exposure your bag gets at the same time. Gosh, I need to take a breath while I'm talking. So do me a favor, do yourself a favor, do everybody in the Cosmos ecosystem a favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. Let's get this ball rolling. Guys, today, we're going to be joined with some of the members from Levana Protocol. Bees, where you at, Bees? And of course, as always, I'm accompanied right now by one of my main mods, Grits. Grits, say what's up. How's your morning going, bud?
Hey, it's going pretty good.
Awesome. There was a little bit of a mix-up, so apologies because I also didn't catch it. I actually put it out there as well, but we put out the time frame and didn't realize that on the advertising, on the graphic that we made, the time was wrong. It was an hour off. It said Eastern instead of Central. You guys know I operate on Central. I know, guys. I know. I gotta go just switch to UTC. But guys, I can't. My brain is simple. I like to stick with where I'm at, and it is what it is. I'm sorry. Don't get at me. But hopefully our friends will be joining us here shortly. Bees, if you ever want, yep, I see her. I see you, girl. I see you in here. You can unmute your mic. But they'll be falling in here shortly, guys. And when they do, we're going to be talking about Levana Protocol and leveraging NFTs in a DeFi sector, guys. Super interesting stuff. Before that happens, I'm going to go ahead and just give you guys a quick recap on what I'm seeing in the charts, in the markets, because, you know, it's Monday. It's the start of a new month. We're rolling, guys. We're rolling. I know a lot of people are like, wait, dead cat bounce. It's a fake out. We're going to die. Oh, all this other stuff. Calm down. Let's go over things real quickly. Let me go ahead and jump on into the charts. Before I do, let me give a quick shout out to everybody. What's up, Blau? What's up, B? What's up, Striker? What's up, Cosmos Crypto NFT? Also, you're more than welcome to join us as well in today's stream because I know you and Homestead might have some questions for Levana as well. What's up, Chad? What's up, Oliver? What's up, Smits? I'm trying to go backwards. I'm trying to go from down up. What's up, Peck? Ryu, IBC Mafia. What's up, guys? What's going on? What's up, DGen? Rogo, what's going on, guys? Ty. I feel like I'm missing some people, but if I'm missing anybody, I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna go ahead and jump on into things. Sunrise Binary, what's up, my friend? So crazy stuff happening today, Grits. Crazy stuff happening today. So excited. Can't barely contain myself. Let's go ahead and talk about what's happening in the charts real quick while our friends funnel in. We're looking at the Dow Jones. We're, of course, on the daily time frame, still using Market Cipher as our primary oscillator and indicator tool of choice. Right now, the Dow Jones is up 0.13%, give or take. The NASDAQ is up 0.868%. The Russell is down 0.43%. The SPX is currently up 0.16%. And so things are off to a kind of neutral start right now. We are in the green, but again, we just started our day, so we have a lot of time to kind of do our thing. Let me refresh this, make sure I got everything correct here. No. Oh, gosh, you make me laugh. Guys, right now, we're on the 4-hourly time. Oh, I'm sorry. I said we're on the daily. We're on the 4-hourly time frame. We're above the 200 SMA for the 4-hourly time frame. I believe let me switch real quickly for Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin. Look at that, guys. I'm going to go back to the Dow Jones. We are above the weekly SMA as well. So good news. Let's go back to the Dow Jones. So let's talk about the daily. Right now on the daily, we are trying to climb back up to the 200 SMA. Again, guys, you guys know I have the 200 SMA strategy that I like to use on the downwards side of price action. So again, I'm trying to see when and if we do pop back up and retest the 200 SMA. We got about another 3.66% to go on the Dow Jones, which, you know, it looks like a lot, but it really isn't that far away from where we are right now. Guys, I want to remind you guys, in about a little over a month, we have moved in price action to the upside percent-wise, 10.55% in about 45 days, give or take. We can definitely come back up and pop and retest this 200 SMA for the Dow Jones over the next month. Again, we are on a fresh new start with options. Should be less volatile, should be a lot more clear skies in you know, for the foreseeable days and you know, first couple weeks. But again, guys, should be is the key word. Should, and then be, I guess it's two words. Hold on one second. Coffee. I love coffee. What's up, guys? What's up, Icy Spade? What's up, D? But yeah, guys, right now, still looking good. Still looking really, really good. In fact, guys, I want to show you guys, I'm not going to spend too much time because they could pop in at any moment. But I just want to show you guys, Dow Jones, right? We have some key levels, which was once resistance for us. So again, we could come back up here and just, you know, just want to set the expectations, you know, for what they are. We are retesting the lower section of resistance right now. Previously on the charts, top section of the resistance is just a little bit above. In fact, we wicked close to top levels of resistance, give or take the average, right? With these past two wicks that we had on the daily. This was Friday. This is today. So price action even got there today before coming back down. We are retesting previous resistance. So expect a little bit of that to hold up. Again, guys, when things get tested, they don't just bang through that resistance or bang through that support on the first time, guys. They usually gets tested for a little while before finally kicking down that door of resistance. So look how long it took us before we faltered and came back down. Expect maybe equal amount of time that we had in the past before faltering and coming back down with price action for us to kind of linger around this section of the charts before hopefully popping back up and retesting the 200 SMA. Things don't necessarily repeat themselves, but they damn sure do come close to rhyming sometimes. And when they do, especially look at it in reverse, consider that to also be something that might possibly be in play. We took about, what was this? 14 days, 2 weeks of sideways action here before taking the slippery slide of death, right? Imagine that taking place again going forward, if we maintain ourselves in a bullish form, about 2 weeks of sideways action before we pop back up and retest the 200 SMA. Is that a bad thing? No, heck no. In fact, that would be a good thing. That would be showing a lot more strength, realistic, sustainable growth in the charts over a longer period of time. And that's what we want to see. We don't want to see this bullish parabolic movement that just ignores everything and comes up in a really tight angled form, because when it happens that way, guys, more likely than not, we're going to come back down with at least equal force to the downside. Things ebb and they flow. So if we just pop up like this, we're probably not going to sustain that kind of price action. And we will probably come back down at least halfway or maybe even fully. When things are angled to such a degree, that usually doesn't hold up. So again, I like to see more stair-stepping movements on the charts. And if that happens, that's what that is going to look like, guys. Again, it took us a little while. What is this? This is like a little over 2 weeks, I bet. Like this is 20 days, a little over 2 weeks, right? So again, if we make that stair-stepping movement, and even if it's angled to the downside just a little bit, that's okay, because all we'll be doing is retesting this previous level, turning it into support, and still making a stair-stepping movement to the upside, going to retest the 200 SMA. That's what I would ideally like to see in the charts. Again, anything could happen. This could be a dead cat bounce. This could be a relief rally. This could be whatever it is. But if it is, we do still have a lot of places on the charts currently, short term, right? We're looking at the daily, that could still hold up as support over, any kind of good selling pressure that might come in. Again, we could come here, find some support and linger on the bottom section here. We could break through that, find some support on where previous price action was resistance. Again, kind of just coming back down and testing the top section of this symmetrical triangle. If we break down below that, again, probably more likely than not, this symmetrical triangle will probably play out, and then we'll probably ping pong off, which is kind of a combined support and or resistance coming together, which would be a good level of support on the charts. And we could just ping pong in between previous lows where we found good support, previous high, previous low, and then boop, bink, 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 bink. Still keep the overall trend intact, kind of, sort of, right? But we still didn't break this low. If we do that, what I'm looking out for is if things do reverse, if we break these sections on the charts, all bets are off. Then we just basically negate everything we did previously, and it is what it is, right? Be mindful of taking profits when profits are there to be took. Watch out for the 200 SMA. I'm still waiting for it. Like I told you guys before, for the Dow Jones, I wasn't able to actually catch that. I caught it beautifully on the NASDAQ, obviously, right? Beautifully on the NASDAQ. But again, I wouldn't be mad if you gave me that chance again to actually catch this. I've already taken profits. It is what it is. I'm using house money. So again, if you're an avid profit taker, none of that stuff kind of matters. Let's move on into the NASDAQ though. Like I said, this was beautiful, which again, there's some correlation, or some people would argue, the vast majority of correlation between the traditional markets and the crypto markets is had between the NASDAQ. I like to say, and again, credits for Blau reminding me that it is kind of like an average between the Russell and the NASDAQ when you take things into account. But anyway, a lot of people like to say that the NASDAQ is correlated with the crypto market because it's tech heavy, right? Hit this beautifully though. We're showing you guys 26.27% total average move down once the 200 SMA is broken over the past 20 years. That's over the past 10 breaks or so. Again, guys, we hit that perfectly. So if you were in some of these, the index fund on some of these assets, you were up major right now from that bottom. Right now with price action about 16.88%, almost 17%. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day in Sesame Street. Ooh, don't copyright me. I shouldn't have said that. No, I didn't sing the whole song. It's still a beautiful day there. Whatever. Guys, right now, again, we are popped above previous resistance. So this is a really good thing. This is a good look for the NASDAQ. Actually, as we're talking, you can see that things have switched back into the red now for the vast majority of regular traditional legacy stocks. But the NASDAQ still holding above. What I'm looking for, guys, is I'm looking to see if we retest back down here. I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. Interrupt me if they do pop in. I'm going to see right here, guys, if we come back down with price action, if we hold here, previous resistance, right? Or previous resistance, see if we hold that up as support and kind of carry on and retest the 200 SMA over the next couple of weeks. Again, if that doesn't hold up, we have this level to bounce off of. We have this level to bounce off, which was once previous resistance on the ascending triangle pattern here. And if that doesn't hold up again, we're just going to probably meet up with the two support and or resistance on the ascending triangle pattern somewhere over here, which will be a really good level of support. Again, if that doesn't hold up, just look for the 200 SMA strategy. Rinse, repeat. It's simple. Right now, though, looking A-okay. With every ebb, there is a flow. We've been long overdue. I want to point that out. Ebb, flow, ebb, flow, ebb, flow, ebb. We need a flow. We need a flow to keep this going. I know you guys want just green candles, but we need that. We need that to happen. It could even be a small little break like we had right here, this little red candle. But yeah, let's go on into the Russell. The Russell is our leading indicator for the traditional markets. In fact, I left this up on the last stream and I'm going to leave it up, for a while. We actually did way better than my expectations, which I'm never going to argue with that. I'll take it all day long. But again, guys, I left this up here thinking that this is what I would like to see, right? We came up. Look at how we basically got rejected off here. We kind of skipped the little price action that I thought we should go through here, but that's okay. We came up to with the next section on my chart. And right now we're coming back down to retest. Now, since we skipped it here, don't think that we can't come here and then come here and do this. Maybe that's what we're going to do. Maybe a bigger, wider movement, but still A-okay. We're looking fine. We have levels below us that could catch us as support. We have this level right here. We have these levels here, these levels here, these levels here. And then, of course, same thing as before. That's a horrible triangle. This symmetrical triangle, well, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. Could reach together with price action over the next couple of days and kind of find itself bouncing off of here. Now, again, so long as we don't negate previous price action and the trend here and here, we're still looking good long term. Once we actually get below here, I in fact get kind of worried here. If we get below here, all bets are off. Like I said before, it is what it is. You just got to sit back and wait. That's when the SMA strategy still comes into play, right? We didn't do it on the Russell, but the SMA strategy would still come into play. The SPX, SPX, I'm sorry, I got to turn off the vibrating thing on my phone. It's throwing me off. I keep hearing it and I'm like, what the hell is that? Hopefully you guys haven't been hearing the vibrations. Guys, we are sitting underneath previous resistance again. Kind of just want to give you guys perspective, right? We're sitting underneath previous resistance, testing it right now. For the S&P 500, again, I thought we'd do something more like this, a more conservative look. All in all, we basically reached exactly the high of that movement. So we skipped through it. Maybe we take the same thing like the Russell. We take more of a longer kind of extended approach where we just kind of come here, come back down here, and then kind of do something like this and then come back down here, test this previous low, and then pop back up again. So it's going to look something more like this. Maybe do something like that. I don't know. But again, guys, right now, same section on the charts that we got to watch out for. Previous resistance. Let's see if that holds up as resistance or we break through it and treat it as support. Again, even if we just kind of thread through it right here over the next 2 weeks, that would be absolutely fine for the S&P 500. It would be a really good look actually for the S&P 500. And then we could maybe realistically take a test for that 200 SMA on the daily time frame for all of these indexes, right? The Russell, the S&P, the NASDAQ, the Dow, all this other stuff. We want to make a push. We want to make a push back up to that level. Again, when we get to that level, I do want to set this out there for you guys to also understand. I'm not telling you like we're going to break it because we've seen it before, right? If you get here, all I'm saying is if you don't take profits when you test that 200 SMA, if and when we do, that's a big if too. But if you do not realize profits here, you have nobody to blame if you take the slippery slope of death and you go, oh, life is so bad. I don't want to see none of your tweets and stuff like that being shared where it's like so bad. Look, you come up here, take profits, my friends. I just want to show it to you.
Taking profits, you should check out the Chihuahua chart.
You take profits. You take profits, my friends. I see our friends here in the waiting room, so I'm going to wrap this up really quickly. Talk about the Bitcoin. I'm going to talk about Atom, and then we're going to move up. I'll talk about Juno as well, and then we'll move on because I see our friends here, and we're going to bring them down. Let me actually give our friends speaker role real quick so I can bring them down. Boom. Let me go on here. We're going to go move quickly to the Bitcoin chart. Oh, this is so cluttered right now. Let me share it with you guys. Boom, boom, boom. Don't mind all the colored lines, right? Don't mind all the colored lines. Right now, we got rejected like before. Like I said, guys, got rejected off $24,000. I told you guys that's a huge level, right? We need to get above 23, 24, and really, really with confidence do that. So far, getting rejected. We're coming back down. Let's see if previous levels hold up for us. It doesn't look like it, to be honest with you, but I could be wrong. We could come back down here to where we were before, still be doing absolutely fine, maybe ping pong a few more times, kind of do something like that over the mid to short term, like 2 weeks, and then still be keeping that overall trend intact. Matter of fact, I'm going to leave this up and see if this holds up long term, guys. Let me move on into Atom because, like I said, I just want to gloss over this real quickly. Atom still holding above $10. All good things, right? Lower levels right here. I'm sorry, not lower levels. Well, we're coming back to test this, which was once the level of resistance on the charts, seeing if it holds up as support. We're still above the triangle pattern that we have. So we still have here, we still have this going to kind of meet up together, and we still have good levels of support below us, guys. So long as we don't invalidate these movements here, these lower highs being made, we're all good, guys. We're all good. So keep an eye on that. Again, I told you guys take profits. I told you guys take profits before. I told you guys I took profits back here. Actually, I told you guys I took profits somewhere over here. I didn't catch that. I basically took profits right around this price point that we were at before. I didn't get to see $11 with my profit taking, but hey, still looks good. Rinse, repeat on the washer and dryer cycle. Let's talk about Juno real quick. $4.20 in the house. I posted this on Twitter, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Again, if you're not taking profits, you need to. We have a zone right here where I showed you guys before. It's what I'm watching. I told you guys before that I also took profits there. Would like to see us come back down here and retest. Boom. That's what I would like to see. And then if we do, we could come back up here, reclaim this section over the next 2 weeks. Hopefully, if we do, we can actually make a push for new resistance levels, which is between $5 and $6. Guys, if we just scoot on up and kind of do that, it'd be great, guys. If we do realistically something like this and then pop, get rejected here, come back down, right, and then pop back up, that would be absolutely beautiful. But that's what I'm looking out for so far. Looking good. So far, looking exactly like where I said. Again, I put this up. If you guys don't believe me, go check out my tweets. I don't know it all. I'm just telling you guys, that's the levels I'm looking out for. Right now, we're coming back down here to retest. If we don't break through that, if we still hold above $4, game on. Game on, my friends. Let me bring our friends down here because I see both of them here now. Let me give them speakers, and let me introduce you guys to B. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Nice. Okay, let me turn you down just a little bit there. Let me get our friends and pull them down here. Hiya, hiya.
Yeah.
I got Church and I got Dragon now alive on stream, guys. How are you guys doing?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, first and foremost, let me first apologize to you guys. I guess it was kind of a combined goof up on everybody's. I didn't recognize that the time was wrong on the eastern part of things. Like we do things central here, and so I posted out there for everybody to know as well. It's kind of my fault as well, so I apologize for getting mixed up with the time. In any case, I'm glad that you guys are still able to make it. I'm super excited to have you be and everybody here to talk about your guys' platform and what you guys are doing with NFTs in the space. So before I keep rambling, let me try to just hand it on over to you guys so you can introduce yourselves, who you are, and what you guys are working towards with Levana, and maybe give us some insight on some of the developments that's happening right now on your guys' platform.
Thanks for having us, Dragon Hoddle. Do you want to start it off?
Meow.
He's kind of shy. He's a turtle.
I'm a turtle, but you guys are my favorite Cosmos cats. I was just curious if like Pupmos chase you guys around and stuff.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. That's good. I mean, I heard he's a friendly pup, but there's a rivalry always that we have to deal with here.
I hear that he's very slow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I challenged him to a race, but he said that he would wheeze circles around me.
I love how he always talks in that. Like in my mind, I have this voice. I'm sure it's way off, but like that I imagine him using when he types things out, and I just can't help but laugh every single time I read anything that he writes.
Me neither. I just can't help but laugh, and then when he writes like normally, that he's like really serious.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, now he means business, but for the most part, he's pretty much all fun and games. Like he's my favorite pup in the Cosmos for sure.
For sure. But yeah, okay. So if you don't mind, introduce to let's act like a lot of people don't know who you guys are or what you guys are doing. If you don't mind, introduce yourselves. Where did you guys come from? What are you guys working on, and where are you guys at right now with your guys' platform?
Yeah, okay, for sure. Well, I'm Dragon Hodel. I'm the nicest turtle in the Cosmos, and I also do partnerships at Levana. So we got Church Key, and we also got B Bands on, and they are mods on the Levana channel. And we also, what's interesting is that the three of us represent three of the four different factions in the Levana game. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so there's kind of like we're like arch nemesis. I'm the council, which is the most powerful. I mean, think like Darth Vader, and so that's me. And then, well, we have B bands and we have Church Key, which is they're representing the Free Martians, and which are like I kind of view them as like the hippie rebels. And then you have the Terrans, which are like the farmers and the gardeners. And the one faction we're
There's the
missing,
engineers. Slow down,
and the
Dragon Ball.
engineers.
I feel like
Uh,
you're diminishing us.
I mean, that is my role as lead council member. And then there's the Guardians who's not here. So they're not being represented, but they're pretty cool. They're like the elite guard of the council. They were trained to protect the council and keep everyone on Mars in order. But recently, they've kind of started to try to think for their own and have been rebelling against us. So not cool, but we'll put things in order.
How dare you guys think for yourself?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what they're thinking.
That's
you know.
funny. That's funny. So, okay, let me take a step back. Let me ask basic questions if you don't mind. For anybody that doesn't know, and it's the first time they've ever heard about Levana, what is Levana?
Yeah, so Levana is it's really two things. There's a perpetual swap, and then there's a game aspect, and those two worlds collide to where they benefit each other. So you'll have players and you'll have traders. You don't need to be a player and you don't need to be a trader. You can be either or. So for those of you who are familiar with perpetual swaps, it's like DYDX, right? You can go long, you can go short. Levana means leverage any asset. So in theory, any asset can be voted onto that perpetual swap. So you can be betting on Bitcoin or you could be betting on, I don't know, cereal. And the vision of where the two worlds would collide, the players and the traders, is, for example, in the Levana game, which is still yet to be built. And this is all theoretical also because the DAO has to be formed, and then any feature like this would have to be voted in by the DAO members. But let's say there was a shield in the game that piled on enough value onto that shield. And now a trader who's just trading perpetual swaps, they're not playing the game, but they see that this shield, if they buy it, can give them maybe 5 minutes of liquidation protection. And I know I'm a trader, so 5 minute liquidation protection, it's like insurance. I put a price on that.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's how the worlds can collide and how you can keep or say that there's real tangible value to that NFT.
That's super interesting. You guys are getting real degenny with what you guys are doing, which I absolutely love. I'm admittingly kind of, I guess I would consider myself more of a conservative degen, which is kind of weird. But like, yeah, that's super interesting on your guys' approach with NFTs and using it in that kind of way. So because I admit I knew a little bit of it, and I could be just kind of getting it totally wrong. People don't necessarily have to partake in both sides of it, right? Like if they just want to play the game, they can just play the game, or if they just want to use the platform, they can use the platform, right? Like you don't have to do both. Correct?
No.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Cool. I was.
See, I don't like the whole. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, B.
See, I like I find the perpetual swap stuff interesting and all that, but I'm in it for the gameplay. I'm in it for the community. I'm in it for like what everybody's kind of like. We're enjoying this whole like a giant board game that we're all playing, and it's really fun because it's besides the perpetual swaps and all that stuff. Like there's actual things going on. If you could, I would really love to show a little bit about the game. Or
yeah, I could actually, if you want to share your screen, I can bring up your screen.
Okay, let me. Oh wait, I'm on.
Don't have anything
How would I
crazy
do
on
that?
there though. I'm just
No, no. So actually, I was wondering, are you on the Levana Discord by any chance?
I am not on the Levana Discord. I have so much Discord. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't
Oh,
set
oh
me.
no, the only reason I was asking is because the way I have it set, I have you guys set up on my cell phone right now, because that's how I
Oh.
can get the best sound via my headset, and then I have my laptop separate. So I was wondering, can how would I
We
be able
can
to
get
share?
you on the Levana Discord
Yeah.
because
I was gonna say if you send me a link,
um
I'll just go on it right now.
Okay,
yeah,
so I'll invite you.
and then we're gonna have to talk about which faction you guys are gonna want to join, because you know faction wars are coming to Juno, right?
No.
Yes.
Well, that's why you guys are here to educate us.
So that's why I'm bringing you to the blog. So I've sent you an invite.
Okay, I'm
If you
here.
go over to the blog and you click on there, there's like a bunch of information essentially about the Levana's lore summarized and the gameplay and how we're moving to Juno. But what I'm looking at is the Levana games where it says welcome back and it says the Levana Dragon Caves are now open. If you share your screen,
Yeah,
you see.
okay. Here we go. Let me bring this up here. Okay, I have the article up.
So then you can see like they have the Iraq attack, Malice Cat, Choose Salem's Adventure, the Luna Quest. Like they have a bunch of like games.
Oh wow.
So all of these games is how I was introduced into like this world. Like
Let me ask you something, because I'm the same way as you. Like I'm more interested in the gameplay, because I'm an older fellow compared to most. Like I grew up with like like playing those big board games, Dungeons and Dragons, MMOs and stuff like that. So like I'm super interested in the lore and the community and like playing a cool looking game. Probably would dabble a little bit on the other side of things, but like I'm more attracted to the art, the game, and that community side of things. How did you first find? I know you're in a lot of different NFT things, but like, how did you first come across Levana? And like you're saying, you looked at these games and then you got lured in, but like, how did that happen?
I was just degenning on Cosmos and Polygon, and I was just going crazy finding all this stuff. And then I came across Danku R and some videos, and then there was something about a meteor shower. And I was like, whoa, what is this? And what they did was they had 44 hours of showers, and you like essentially would donate. Like, let's say you donated I think the least amount was $3 or $5. What was the smallest amount you could donate, Dragon Hodl?
Oh, it was 8 UST, which is like,
so it was like,
I think like
so
3 cents.
if you 3 cents or something. So you
no, it's 8 UST. Yeah.
Back then it was $8. But so basically, you just put the money in and then you get a meteorite. And I love like chance and I like gambling. So I was like, I mean, I don't want to like lose my shit, but you could get inside of this rock, you could get a dragon egg or you could get dust.
I remember that. I remember people talking about it. I remember people being really, really, really hype about it. And that, admittingly, like I was kind of lost in that there was a lot of things happening, right? But I do remember when that shower actually was like happening, and like a lot of people were like, "Hey, what's all this?" And I was like, "I have no idea." So I just
kept buying rocks.
I just kept buying things. No, so okay.
I was like,
so they have games, right? And this is, like you said, still in development right now.
No, these games have been played.
Oh, they're out.
That's why I wanted to that's why I wanted to like share a little bit about each game, just to show like how awesome Levana is and how in depth, like they were real, like they were bringing us to a land. They were bringing us to the world of Mars.
Okay.
And I felt like I was there. The games that they put out, like this first game, it says Iraq attack. So first, first they give you all the lore and you get all this information, and then they have the Iraq attack. So you're playing this side scroller game, and it was like 80s style, side scroller game. It was really hard. I cried. I had to get my husband to help me, but I kept going, and then I completed it, and that was like so much fun. And I could see how the community was rallying together and actually creating videos to try to help each other to solve the game.
Okay.
We can add some context. I think that can be helpful. So because there are 4 factions,
Mm-hmm.
It's like there are 4 teams, right? And
Mhm.
then during these faction wars, everything that you did in the game was being tracked, and oftentimes tracked on the blockchain. These are blockchain games. So if you completed the game with dying so few amount of times, whatever, you'd get personal player points. And then if 80% of your faction completed the game, that would be faction points. And then there were scoreboards, so we could see in real time which faction's leading. And
Yeah.
at the end of the faction, everyone was going to get their pro rata share of the LVN token Levana airdrop. So we're playing for real stuff here.
It sounds like a
And so,
really degen like Guild Wars, but like with real stuff at stake.
oh yeah, there's real stuff
Oh yeah.
at stake. And then there were Medal of Honors that were given out for high performance, and man, they're
Oh damn, you
gorgeous
guys are gonna
NFTs.
suck me into this kind of stuff. I love this kind of stuff.
I feel like we should
Yeah,
have Church Key say something too. He's
Yeah,
been so quiet.
he's a
yeah. I'm
free
just
Martian. He's waiting to sneak up and do something hippie-ish.
That's right. I'm busy doing my tie dye over here, getting it ready for some mandalas. No, so I tell you, being a Medal of Honor recipient myself, I'm very proud of my participation in the battles. Every hour it resets, so you play and you play. But then as if you are a premier, your job is kind of like the team captain to rally the troops and come up with battle plans. And as the day goes on and family calls and you got to do stuff, you move from desktop to mobile if you are committed. And I was in line at Popeye's Chicken, just about to get my to-go order, and then I had to rush home 15 minutes before the attack. So the car behind me ended up getting my food, and I just got out of there really quick because duty calls.
Oh, that's great.
It's amazing. I love it. I could actually I'm visualizing it right now.
It's a lot of
You're
fun.
talking. You must be talking about the Battle of Chasma.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yep.
The Battle of Chasma was a very intense game that required a lot of collaboration. What the council did is we had 10 squads created in a private Discord server. And these were voice channel operated squads, and each squad had a commander in chief. And then there was the central command, and we would collaborate this way to know which squares to capture on the Battle of Chasma, which is kind of like a tower defense game. If you want to visually picture it, think of like a chess set in terms of all those cubes.
Yeah.
Except each cube represents a location on a map that needs to be captured or held. And the only way to effectively do that is to work as a team.
I'm absolutely loving.
That was
by the
very
way.
difficult.
I'm absolutely loving. Like you guys obviously have, or the Levana has a very strong community because I'm looking over and I try not to do this when we're on the live stream because I'm like a squirrel, but I'm looking over and I'm just kind of cracking up inside on how. Obviously, you got like how many people love this? Like, you have people coming in here just saying like that was nuts and sacrifices might be made and all this stuff. Like, it looks like you guys have a really strong community. Again, from the outside looking at it, I don't know much about it. I'm getting super, super excited about it because I love, like I said, like immediately I can reference certain things in, the traditional gaming that I absolutely love growing up with. Like, I loved playing Final Fantasy games like that. I love playing Guild Wars and all this other stuff. And now you're telling me like I can do it on more of a degen-y, riskier kind of way. And I like taking kind of risk like that while I'm playing games because it makes it more exciting. I'm super excited. I'm probably going to get into this and I'm going to damn you guys later for like if I go balls deep into the darkness. But like with that being said, because I know so little, you guys were with Terra, right? For a long time. And excuse my ignorance because I'm super ignorant about this, but you guys were all Terra ecosystem, like this where you guys birthed, right?
Yeah.
Correct?
It's where we born and died.
Yeah. I understand. I'm not laughing, but I understand.
Resurrection phase right now, right?
Yeah.
Resurrection.
With that, so are the games still up? Everything is still running, or is it like walk me through everything? Walk me through how everything happened and where you guys at right now.
Can we? I mean, I don't know if we can play the games, but we can't play the Dragon Cards game because one of these was like on the Dragon card game was a trading card game that we were playing on the test net on Terra.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically we were airdrop these cards via Terra, via Levana, and then we had to trust each other and trade the cards to get the correct sets to get our points.
Well,
It was
and that's why I'm asking, because I was trying to figure out, as much as I could, obviously, before the interview, and then I know there's a little bit of lag, but as I'm going through things, I'm like, oh well, how do I get these NFTs, or where can I look at them and stuff like that. I know right now you guys have something happening with your what it's called a Dragon wallet, where it looks like, from what I understood, there's going to be a snapshot taken at a certain time if you connect and go through these steps, right, of what you had in the Terra ecosystem at that time of the collapse and all that stuff, of the death, and then once they take that and develop further, they're going to be able to basically, it's like they were saying like a luggage tag, where they just take a snapshot of what your assets were there, and then they're going to be able to, when they redeploy everything, give it back to you guys after the fact. Is that correct? Something like that?
Yeah, I think you phrase it well. There's basically we're blockchain warping, so moving everything from Terra to Juno, and so if you had any Levana NFTs, it's still not too late to do this, to set it up. And then the idea is that we're going to bring everything we had onto Juno. We'll launch on Juno, and then we are going to launch the Faction Wars. So to answer your initial question, none of these games are yet being played on Juno, but it is. I don't know the precise in terms of which games are going to be recycled, what new games will be introduced, but that is part of the plans, and the idea is to get the Juno community involved, to get them to join the factions that speak to them, but most importantly the council faction, because we're the best. And
excuse me. I love how he takes he takes every chance that he can to recruit more people.
Right. Well, we only want the best, the brightest, and the richest in the council, because that's what the council represents.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So I think, and honestly, I do think, obviously the Juno ecosystem has some of the most active participants, not just in governance, but just in general. Like, they have some really, really active user base. So, I mean, I think that's one, for the decision to come on over. I know it was a technical thing, but I think just in the community size and the activity level, like, this is just a perfect fit. It makes so much sense to see you guys, developing and working on, at least redeploying everything within Juno. With that being said, is there anything that you guys can say as far as like maybe some frustrations or like things that you guys have seen as a community or project from coming on over with Juno that you guys are kind of like having issues with or trying to overcome right now?
B-Bands and Churchkey, if you want to add anything. I feel like I've been taking a lot of time.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise,
I think it's frustrating to have come from Terra and having, been very active and having very active community. You think of Levana as gamification of governance. Participation is rewarded, and the more you participate, the more spirit level you get, which will then become the LVN token. And so we have formed over the last 6 months or almost a year now a very strong community. And then now we're kind of in limbo waiting to get a solid foothold in Juno. So there's a lot of there's a lot of anticipation. A lot of people are ready to get back to playing and being an active community again. Right now we're in chat and we're trash talking just like we would at a basketball game, staying involved the best we can while we work and wait for things to keep moving. But it is frustrating to know what a strong community we have and not really been able to do a whole lot with it yet.
Yeah.
But when you log in, when you visit the Discord channel, don't assume that silence means that people have left. We are a sleeping giant of some some incredible people who are, real big gamers and real big members of the community. We're just waiting. We're just waiting for our time to launch again. So, we want everybody to come and join us when it's ready.
Do you have a time frame, roughly?
That would be Dragon Hodl's purview. You muted?
Oh, I muted myself.
Yeah.
I think the time frame is within the next 30, by the end of, okay, I think it's like the first week of September. I don't want to speak out of line here, but
yeah, people drag you across the coals if you don't hit it. That's why. But rough estimate, it's fine. That's totally fine. And it sounds
It's okay
like to
if
me,
you want to drag Dragon Hodl through the coals. I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that.
no one makes the council bleed their own blood.
nobody drags me anywhere.
No one drags the council.
I love how like their interactions, guys. If you guys haven't noticed, it's like still in play from the games, and like it doesn't change. They could be on a show, and it's still a rival no matter what.
No, no. Wait a minute. I believe that it's Dragon Hodl who brings the rival. I want to be friends with everybody, but then he starts opening his mouth, and then I have to shut the council down because we are the people.
Mm-hmm.
I get it though. It's strategic. It's a game. I'm telling you, I already see myself going into the black hole. I already know it.
Hey, I'd like to.
Yeah, that's when I finish moving. So
Yeah.
as soon as I'm done moving, I'll be right into it probably.
Are you gonna join the council, guys?
Free Martian.
Oh, yeah.
I threw it on the ground, Blau. I threw it on the ground. I'm sorry. So he was saying you could still hear. I'm sorry. I apologize to everybody that could hear, but my phone's still vibrating. I just threw it on the ground.
Oh no. Can I wanted to share a funny story.
Yeah, please.
So Church Key had shared how he like pulled out of the, so he could get, he didn't care about, he just left, So I did something like that. I went on vacation with my friend. Well, the Battle of Melis Chasm was going on, and I'm a Terran Premier. So as a Terran Premier, I'm a team captain. So I'm trying to like help lead, attacks. And so I had made a promise to everyone. So I told her she had to kind of wait. And this is my best friend. So we're in the elevator, and it's time for my squad to attack. And so I'm on my phone, and it was just me and my friend in the elevator. The elevator opens, and I start screaming at the top of my lungs, "Attack! Attack! Everyone!" and then I started like naming the stronghold, and I'm screaming, and there was like a group of people standing outside of the elevator.
Yeah, you were the
just
weirdo.
Staring at me.
You were definitely the weirdo at that moment.
And then my friend ran away so fast. She was like, "I do not want to be seen with you in public ever again."
Well, maybe I misunderstood.
The game.
Maybe I misunderstood. All of these games, shoot, I think I just actually, I have to go back to Discord. I think I exited out of it by accident. But all the games are accessible via your phone. Well, were at that time.
Actually, I think you could do Melis Chasm on your phone, right, guys? Hold on, let me look at this.
I prefer desktop for everything.
Yeah, I was doing desktop. I wasn't playing on my phone.
I did on my phone to send messages and stuff, but
I feel like my eyes are in pain if I'm like staring at a phone like that. It's too hard.
No, but it is still cool though, right? Like I can only think about like I prefer I have like a pretty beefy rig and stuff like that. I love my desktop and it's crypto, so I'm kind of weirded out sometimes with my phone and stuff like that. But there are a lot of times when it comes to gaming where even in the regular world where I was playing certain games where you just wish you could access and do something at that time, like while you're in the elevator, like her story was, so you cannot miss out entirely and an action could be taken. So it doesn't look like you're just AFK or away and not participating in whatever was important at that time. So they're like, I was just wondering, because if some of those games are accessible with at least some kind of decision making via your phone, like that's pretty cool. Like that just gives another level of accessibility for the user base to experience, or to have a good experience with whatever they're partaking in. So I mean, if that was the case, like that's pretty cool. Shoot, I was gonna say something I totally forgot earlier. about where my mind was going with this.
I think you were going to say that you're going to join the council faction.
It's the way that you are, sir. I'm more likely probably doing it because I'm the same way. I'm like, if I'm doing this, it's all the time. I'm making a statement. No, but
we are we did win the last faction war, so.
I like badges.
Church
guys.
Key, please set him straight. Can you say
Yes,
something?
by default,
Look,
right?
Free Marshall.
You know,
Free Martian.
when the planet blew up and everything melted, I guess you were close, but I think some of you guys actually have had robes made, didn't you? Like green velvet robes, so you could sit around and light candles and sing songs, right?
Oh yeah. We went out. We got custom sweatshirts and then long green robes with scented candles, and
That
we
is
sit
hilarious.
in our because we're
Awesome.
very much like that.
I love it.
Yeah.
Dedication. It's dedication.
These candles that are so big that they turn the fire alarm on.
So again, I know. Okay, let's talk about the gaming part of it. Sounds like super exciting, but the leveraging your NFTs. Are you guys personally going to be? I know you said that you, at least somebody, I forget who said it, but they actually are a trader and they like to, have things like the shield example that we're using that gives you kind of like maybe some kind of bonus or buff or protection against maybe, I don't know what it is on the platform, like a margin call or, a rate of something to hold your position. Have you guys participated before the crash in that? And are you guys planning on utilizing, because it sounds like you play a lot of the game, some of the features going forward in that part of Levana, of that platform?
Right. So the perpetual swap had only made it to testnet. We were about to launch on mainnet, and actually we're quite lucky that timing it didn't work out because the crash beat us by about 2 weeks to our main launch date. So in a nutshell, that the ability to do both things has not launched yet, and it won't launch until we launch our DAO. And so that's probably, maybe 6 months away, maybe less. But the first things that need to happen is that we need to launch our perpetual swap on testnet, then onto mainnet, and then once that happens, then we launch our DAO. We have our token generation event, and then we can start to vote in features. So the next step would be the ability to use the NFTs with the perpetual swap.
If you don't mind me asking, if you guys can you disclose who is working on the DAO right now, and who's all involved?
Well, the DAO depends on the token, right?
No, but the current development on structuring it and whatnot. Like, there's got to be, I guess, I would imagine like some kind of core team trying to structure things, right? Like, can you guys express and say who all is involved in it?
I mean, Levana has like a core set of devs. I would imagine it's the same set, but I don't. Why is the question? Because to use like DAO or something?
Well, yeah, I was just kind of wondering, like, if anybody could kind of give. That was where I was going to lead into my next question. Is if you guys were, any one of you guys were kind of like participating on maybe like giving back feedback or anything like that. My next question was going to be like, how are you guys? How's the experience been with DAO so far, and as far as like the DAO capabilities and all this other stuff? That's where I was going to go with
Yeah.
it, so.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Yeah. I don't think that that we have engaged DAO yet, or that we have engaged building out the DAO yet. I'm not in R&D, so and like right, so I'm not like, but I think that is a good next step.
Yeah,
I like DAO.
Yeah, DAO looks amazing. Like I've said it many times on the stream before, at least when it comes to the Juno ecosystem. I know that like a lot of people recently, of course, it's always, when it's bearish and when price action is down, all the negativity comes out. So you've heard a lot of people, well, all Juno is a DAO ecosystem. And I'm like, so what? Like DAO in itself is freaking cool. Like I could see it going so many different ways and getting it applied in so many different things. It's mind blowing to me that anybody would think that that's a negative thing, that it's,
Well,
right now hyper focused on
I say
DAOs.
like look at what Ethereum was trying to do before
I mean,
they went
yeah,
VC.
exactly.
Like this, we're trying to do.
Exactly. Before there was, ETH Classic and what we understand now, like that was the whole direction for ETH back then. And in its essence, the DAO, like that was the whole thing. Like, so it's kind of funny when people, I just don't understand it. So, but yeah, I do think that's probably the most organic and productive next step from what it sounds like for Levana. I was just kind of trying to see like what the experience is, because I'm super interested in DAOs, and admittedly, like you said, I'm not in the R&D side of things. I have a little bit of an understanding, but definitely not to that scope. So I was just kind of curious to see if they've ran into any kind of restrictions or limitations, because I feel like what you guys are doing is super, it's innovating, right? Like that is like when I first heard of NFTs, I think NFTs have morphed into something totally different from what they were originally intended for, right? Like before, originally, when they first came out, from my understanding, for how I perceived it, it was, a means to be able to verify things instantaneously, peer-to-peer and stuff like that, without having to use the middleman, the whole thing with, crypto and all this stuff, yada, yada, yada. But then it quickly turned into, artists and artwork and, all these other things, especially when it comes to gaming.
Stories.
Yeah. But like the way and the big topic and what people were discussing, maybe even just 6 months ago to a year, was like, wait until like big platforms that are game makers come out and use NFTs on their platforms. And there was the big pushback from traditional gamers that they don't like, Steam didn't want it and all these other things. But like when you're applying it, like Levana's applying it right now with DeFi and leverage and, putting out, like, it sounds like really fun and exciting games. It just, regardless if they want to use that aspect of or not, like it's innovative stuff. It's really groundbreaking and fun to hear and listen on how people's perceived it, interacted with it, and where it now, of course, kind of being a little revamped, maybe going in a different ecosystem. But I'm super excited. I'm super excited to learn more. Admittingly, I didn't know all too much. I heard about Levana. I saw the meteor showers and all this other stuff. Admittingly, had way too much things going on to take time to learn it. But as I've been learning about it, like, I'll probably go down that dark hole, and you guys will see me there. I don't know which cloak I'm going to wear just yet, but I'm probably going to be there.
Like, I didn't realize the platform was this big.
Yeah.
Are you guys thinking of doing a comic series or anything for some of your stories? Band has just linked me a Levana story timeline. I sent it to you, Tank. You can check it out.
Cool. Let me see.
Yeah,
they are. I'll let you talk about that, Dragon. Sorry.
No, you talk about it. You got the floor, bands.
Well, so I love the lore. The lore is my favorite thing. I read it all 6 chapters. I don't know how many times. They have comic books out, and they haven't sent any copies out to anybody, right? Dragon Hodl? Of the comic book?
No.
So only Jonathan has it, right?
My understanding, yeah.
I want one so bad, but anyways. So they have like a comic book. They have a whole storyline. I even got so crazy that I watched all of the videos and any small information and storylines that were or timelines that were released by Levana. I like collected all the information and I like cross-referenced them with the story, because I just wanted to know as much as I could about this new land that I had arrived on. I know that sounds completely
so you guys got
insane.
a comic book, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you release the as NFTs like the Knots guys are doing?
It's it's a good question, but I do think it's coming out soon as an NFT.
Right? Like the comic book strips, like legit, they're selling like immediately when they launch them.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, for what I've seen as well, yeah, they have been. And I agree that would be a really good way to onboard like you guys are saying, like new users, right? Like when now that you guys are in the Juno and stuff like that, like that'd be a really good way to get people caught up to speed on the lore, what people have, felt like in the previous ecosystem, and now, like I think that would be a really good way to onboard people, and maybe even like fund a little bit, for the project, by selling those.
Who's doing that? Knots?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Knots and Jerry.
Okay.
Jerry and
I
Rusty.
saw.
Like their strips sell out in under 2 minutes, and it's crazy.
Wow.
didn't
Yeah,
know
I still
that.
don't have page 1. I have all 9 except for page 1. Page 1
Wow.
is like 10,000 stars.
You need the first part of it. But
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
no, I think that would be a really cool thing to do. Is release it out as an NFT. Like I think it'd probably be, especially like dragons. Everybody loves dragons. I absolutely. So I actually wanted to talk about that as well, a little bit more about the NFTs. Like, so let me bring this up. Is all the NFTs like of this nature? Of the like, I don't know what the artwork is. What it actually is called. I guess it's like 3D rendering, realistic, whatever.
That's pretty high.
Yeah, whatever the term is or whatever. But is all of it
Surreal.
kind of it's like surreal, kind of like artwork of this nature?
Oh boy, the Levana dragons we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're hand drawn.
Excuse
okay.
me, if you could please go to the blog and then you can pull up a whole bunch of. I'm gonna go to the sneak peeks
Yeah.
thread.
Okay.
You can pull up the pictures and then Dragon Hodl can walk you through how beautiful they are.
Oh, they're the most beautiful babies. They're hand drawn, which is part of why it's taken so long for them to be born. And then not only that, but there's customization, so you can pick the eye color, the different type of horns, and
Oh wait, is
that
it these right here? Let me see. Oh wait, I think maybe I clicked. Is it
there
kind of
are
like
3
these right
different.
here? This kind of artwork?
Well, we have a delay, so I don't
Sorry,
know.
yeah, I know there's a delay. I'm sorry about that.
Uh,
Or is
If
it?
you would try check the sneak peeks in the Levana chat, you should be
Oh,
in
sneak
the
peeks.
getting.
There we go. I see it. Oh, okay,
Mhm.
okay. I'm sorry. It was in the wrong. Was in the
Oh,
wrong
no
one.
worries.
Oh wow, holy
This
crap!
platform, your platform is so huge. It's like so hard to take, so much to take in. It's crazy.
That is insane looking.
It's
well,
also
I'm looking at a wreck dragon now, not the.
Yeah, no, that was I was on the wrong one. I think I'm
Oh,
on the right
okay.
one now. These are
they're
amazing.
fully articulated also in Unreal Engine or Blender, so they
really?
will move like a 3D asset would in a AAA game.
That is crazy. I can't believe you guys did that.
Isn't it
Yeah.
beautiful?
Those things are freaking beautiful. I'm not. Wow, holy crap! The detail on these
Yeah.
things. Ooh,
Well,
let
they're
me see this
smart.
one.
I saw another project. They came out like some dragons, and they only have 2 legs, and people are like, "That's not a dragon. That's a wyvern."
Yeah,
So they ruined their whole project.
Yeah,
yeah.
that would
There,
suck, dude.
well, there are 3 body types. You can get a wyvern, you can get a western dragon, or you can get the eastern dragon. And so the one, yeah, that's the eastern dragon, the one I'm seeing up on my screen now.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah,
They don't have wings.
yeah. It's more like the
It's like a
old
Chinese
school
dragon. It's like a
Prince
Chinese
Mononoke
dragon.
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, and I think those are so cool. And I have one. You can only get it if you have an ancient or a legendary. And I have one ancient, which I'm really happy about.
nice. There's Rusty right there. Rusty in chat. Are you working right now? That's Rusty from the Knots team. Rusty, if you are available and you can jump on, we were just talking about your guys' comic strips and like, ideas for them launching a comic strip to onboard and get people up to speed about what the hell is happening over here in Levana, because this is bullish stuff, man. This is cool stuff.
Have a comic book made also. Like it's not an NFT or anything.
Yeah.
I was also looking for Rusty's 8-ball thing. I couldn't find it on the launchpad anywhere.
Oh no, if you go to all and then type in the search, like Cosmic 8-ball, it'll come up.
But never
It's not
went
on the
through.
launchpad.
Never went through the launchpad. Oh,
Where's
why
the
did it skip the launchpad? They can do that.
There we go.
Yeah.
What about where can I get one of those cats?
Oh, you can get it until 5 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time today on same place on Stargaze.
Really? What is they're gonna stop being
We're
available?
gonna burn them. We're gonna burn them.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, we're
Animal
gonna burn them.
cruelty.
We're gonna burn them all. Well,
Oh,
whatever's left, that
why?
is. We're gonna burn them. But guys, by the way, we are at 25% up. We're almost at 26%, which is insane.
Dude, that's like beyond my highest expectations now.
Wait,
Yeah,
why is
insane.
26% good?
It's not about the mint out. Well,
Yeah.
you guys have to come back and watch the stream at 5
Yeah.
today because there's been no information given that I can give other than the clues that I've dropped over the past month or so from the live streams. But we're working on taking NFTs, taking expectations, flipping it on its head, and doing something totally different in the space. But I can't say anything until 5 o'clock. But today's the day, guys, and I'm super excited. Super excited.
Superstar.
I can't believe that is past 20.
Superstar. I love it. What was that chick's name from SNL? She would put her hands in under her arms and she did that all the time. Superstar. What the hell was her name?
Mary Catherine Gallagher.
Yes.
Oh,
Freaking
that's
amazing.
how do you know that? I still can't find the cats. What am I supposed to search?
You can just search Maneki. It's Maneki.
Yeah, I did that.
Some other people were saying that they were having problems too, not just with Maneki, but like
You got to go to all and then type in Mineki in the search bar and it'll come up.
Yeah, you got to go to all first. So maybe
Molly
that
Shannon.
if not, it'll just look for the what's on the launchpad officially.
What is up, Rusty?
Oh man, just sitting here on a conference call for my day job and doing the minimum to not get fired and
Have you been following along with Levana?
Yeah, we had them on our show a couple of weeks ago, and everything they do is just first class. And you were mentioning our comics and stuff, and we were trying to build lore. And then when they came on and talked about their lore, I just felt like shit because their lore is just so damn deep. Ours is great too, but man, they've got some serious stuff over there. But yeah, Levana's just first class everything. It's just super intense. And I see Bees on here. I mean, the first time she came on and talked about it and that passion that she had, and then I went and was kind of familiar with it and started looking into it more and more. It's just completely legit, and it's a great team, and super excited that, once again, it sucks that Terra had its downfall, but it's so great to see so many of these projects coming over to the Cosmos. So we've really been lucky to have some of these great projects come over, and Levana is just top notch.
Yeah.
That was really kind of you, sir.
It's all true. It's all true. It's a really great project, and people are super excited about everything y'all are doing. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Superstar.
So guys, we've been talking for almost an hour now. Is there anything else that you guys would like to add, or maybe that we've missed? While speaking about Levana, I know right now it's like you said, it's kind of like hurry up and wait. There's a lot of people that are anxiously waiting, but there's not much you can do but sit around and wait for development to happen. It's kind of like a catch-22, right? It is what it is, guys. That's just how it is. But is there anything that might meow? Is there anything that we might be maybe seeing drop shortly? Like, is there anything? Is anybody maybe working in the Discord on anything independently right now that maybe people can look forward to?
I mean, in the Levana Discord, there's a new game that they're just unrolled. Revealed. I don't know what the heck I'm saying. Revealed, and I'm pretty sure you can win eggs, right?
There are five eggs up for grabs. It's like a Discord game. It's not like a blockchain game. It's not a full-out faction war game, but it is a great way to jump into our Discord, start to get to know people, know the factions, and maybe win an egg, which is pretty darn cool.
Cool. Because there's right now there's no other way to get it, right?
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Not until we officially morph onto Juno and then get onto secondary marketplace and But until then, we're yeah. Now's the best way to get it.
Gotcha. Cool. So guys, check out. And actually, I will put a link if I'm able to. I'll put a link in the video down below so that if you guys want to navigate over there, I've already put in their website, their Twitter handle. But I'll also try to put that link in there. You can obviously get it from their Twitter handle yourself if you go check that out. But I'm going to put it down there just in case you guys want to take the easy way and do it that way. I'm going to be partaking in the Discord and seeing, how things turn out over the next couple of weeks. But I'm super excited. I'm super glad that you guys took the time. And again, my apologies for getting the time wrong with everybody. But I'm glad you guys were able to make it.
No, I'm sorry. It was my fault. I did it. I'm the one who initiated. Okay.
We also have virtual happy hour every day between 3 and 6 Eastern in the conference room, and then we have random dance parties too. So if you're in the Discord, be sure to join those.
There you go, Cosmos Crypto DeFi NFT. Okay, you know what? Can we just abbreviate your name, Cosmos DeFi? Grab your scotch. We're gonna go dance party, man.
Let's go
dance party. But no, guys,
EDN.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We do have a couple other things that we need to cover before we wrap up the show. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying my best to stick it to about an hour and a half and not go super, super long. But I really enjoyed it. I'm going to be diving in and trying my best to maybe get one of those eggs in the Discord. And hopefully we can have you guys back on when we get some more news for the platform and any development that might pop up from now till now until things do start popping off for you guys. So.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. I
appreciate you guys.
Long live the council. Thank you.
You should join the Terrans. Everyone should be a Terran. All the Terrans, announce yourselves in the chat, please.
So Terrans forever.
Awesome. Well, cool, guys. We're going to move on over and talk about a couple of other things because we didn't get to cover them in the charts. And then we're going to quickly kind of just skim on through any developing things that are happening in our ecosystem and then cover, of course, the really exciting thing for me personally is our second stream later on today with Maneki. So let me go ahead and jump back into things really quickly. I believe we covered Juno last. Juno right now coming back down. Actually, let me show you guys on the 4-hour. Kind of just get you guys prepared real quickly. We did show a red X right here on the previous 4-hour. And of course, those red X's and those red dots actually usually lead us into more selling pressure coming in on the charts. When you see them, maybe, just maybe, again, we're on the 4-hour. Over time, we'll see the 200 SMA come up and meet with price action as it comes down. Somewhere underneath, what I'm thinking is where I pointed out to a lot of people over the past couple of days, where I would like to get back tested right around $4. We could thread through that, guys, and find a lot of support and kind of just do this before coming back up and retesting previous highs, which are around $4.50, 60-ish cents, give or take. And then maybe, hopefully, making another push over the next 2 weeks up to $5. That's what I want to prepare you guys for. Nobody knows how things are absolutely going to go. That's why I'm always trying to tell you guys to take profits when profits are there, and then none of this matters. Osmo right now. Did I cover Osmos earlier, Grits? Did I do that earlier? I don't remember if I did. I don't think I did that earlier. I don't think I did because we had our friends come in. I left this up, and again, kind of doing better than I actually thought. But where's my little thingy here? I left this up and I said, let's see how this turns out. Right now we are coming back down. It's kind of taking a little bit longer, but we are coming back down and retesting $1.04. That's a critical level. And that's the level that we've been hanging out on the charts for the past couple of days. Not a lot, but just a couple of days. We did it before back here too in the middle of the month, but for a little while now, we've been hanging out around $1.04. That's a key level for us to hold up above. Right now, as you can see, we are printing a green dot right now. So just kind of ebbing and flowing on that line. We got to see if it holds up. I do suspect if we do bounce back up, we are probably going to get rejected off this section here. And then again, it's probably just going to take a prolonged period to do what I thought we were going to do when I drew this out here. So we're just kind of coming up, ebbing and flowing over time. I do think if we can hold this section, if you zoom out, we are just still making a slow, steady move to the upside. As long as we don't come back down here and fall below this level, and definitely damn sure don't fall below this level, we're doing A-okay over the long haul. Any questions? I don't know who's left in the chat. Any questions at all in the Discord? Let me go back. Here. I think it's just you and me, Grits. Just you and me. Everybody else had to bail.
All good.
That was a really, like, guys, I was really, really intrigued of what Levana's doing. So I'm not joking just because they're on the stream. I'm probably gonna play a little bit, especially when you have more time. When the bull market comes back, you're gonna be like, oh, you're gonna enjoy things a lot more. Like games will be more fun. Yeah, but I'm super excited.
More developed.
Yeah, yeah. I'm kind of scared. I'm like the DeFi part of that, where you can like leverage your NFTs to get, you know, benefits and stuff like that. That stuff is a little bit too much degenny for me. Not saying don't do it though, guys. You know me though. I might dabble just a little bit with small things, but like I'm one of those people. You
gotta know how it works.
Yeah, I'm one of those people. Well, I know myself as a gamer too. Like you work so hard to get that sword or that shield or that potion, and then to like, I don't know. Like I like being conservative in everything I do. I protect my assets, even fake digital assets in games. So
in games, like I'm one of those people that will kill the same monster for like 7 days to get to a ridiculous level to beat whatever, you know.
I will farm things. Like I'm a farmer in games, guys. I will sit there and farm things. I do the same thing. Because I you know, that's just how I am. But yeah,
have you ever played Path of Exile?
I have. Yep.
That game is fucking brutal, dude.
Yep.
Really bad for me.
Yep. I'm super excited, by the way, guys. I'm super excited for the new. I know you guys are gonna be like Diablo, but like the new one with Lilith. Super, guys. I just love Blizzard's cinematics.
The new Diablo. Oh, I played the remaster of Diablo 2. Almost finished it. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Guys, it's so good. Let me go into bring up our osmosis pools real quick. And we'll talk about that real quickly, guys. Go here. Boom. Let's take a look at some stuff. Look at the volume change right now. Oh my gosh. Doesn't mean volume. Candle. Yeah, volume doesn't mean price go up. Could come back down too. But like, look at this right now. You know what this is, by the way? I don't think I actually had the time. Got to drive to work. No, you don't go nowhere, Brent. You're gonna ditch out, right, and fake that you're sick around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock our time, like, right? You're gonna fake that you're sick, right? I gotta go. Join us on the stream. Yeah, stick your finger down your throat, like, I gotta go, and just barf all over one of your clients. That's what you get. You got a Maneki. Yeah. There you go, Brent. Maneki. Was it? Oh, I want to share with you guys why it's reacting this way. If you guys don't know, is there's another big earnings week ahead of us, guys. So like, you know, people are trying to see how things play out with that. There is, again, I don't know if I want to bring, I gotta be careful, right? YouTube, it's YouTube. Look, I know YouTube, you're listening. I know you're looking at me. I know you listen to everybody. But there is a lot of things that I'm still looking out for in. Oh, why is it doing that? Stop doing that. In China, specific. All right, I don't know what. It's not letting me copy things. But in China right now, specifically, I shared with you guys not too long ago that there are bank runs happening. There are concerns with the economy in China and people not being able to get their funds. There's actually tanks lined up in certain parts of China protecting banks and from rioters that are protesting because they cannot get their money out. There are still lockdowns happening in a lot of parts of China that have a lot to do with shipping and supply demands being met. There are a lot of things still on the table that just because we're seeing ourselves in a bullish form right now could still come out and bite us in the butt. Like, I just want to put that out there, guys. So like, I don't want anybody to get me mistaken and say like, oh, he's just super bullish right now and blah, 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 blah. I'm not. I'm super conservative and I'm all about taking profits. Like I told you guys a bunch of times before, right? Like, let's go to the daily. And I said it again, just because we come back up here and retest and try to recapture the 200 SMA, we're on the Dow Jones right now. Don't think that we can't come back down again and redo the same thing again. That could be a fresh restart for some more selling pressure. Literally could be. This could just be the relief needed to push people's heads down below water one more time. Literally could be it. So I want to stress to you guys, if you guys are in positions right now to realize profits, make sure again you do the triple plus. You don't have to, but that's what I do, right? I try to aim for that triple plus. I try to realize my initial investment plus profits plus long-term holds, free and clear. That's the triple plus. That's the perfect play for any position. And then again, like I just want to stress to you, if you've already been up, especially in crypto, more than 4%, if you're not taking profits, then all you have is yourself to blame. Like that, it really is. Be a profit taker. Again, looking at the NASDAQ, guys, we've done it before where we test it, don't hold and fall. Test, like you don't want to feel bad. You don't want to be the guys that felt here and didn't take profits, and thought that this was just going to be a little ebb and flow like this and this and blah, like this and this and then blah, right? Like look in at that, guys. Like this. No, everything's fine. Blah. This. Huh. You don't want to be those people. So as we are coming up, make sure you're winners. Stay winners. What was that last war China has been involved with? I got to be careful with what I say, but like I will say by proxy, which one have they not been involved in? Yeah. But yeah, you guys get my point. Let me go back real quickly. Where was I? Did I go out of it? I don't know where I'm at anymore.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
I think it's all posturing personally until they get these chip manufacturing stuff up here. Then it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, even then, it's gonna. There's a lot to that. Tomorrow, when we have more time, because we've been going on and on for a long time already.
Lots of stuff is made in Taiwan.
Yeah, we can talk about manufacturing chips and like really the needle in our heel, or I don't know if that's the thorn in our heel or whatever the saying is, that has always kind of hindered us from making progress in the United States. And I won't get into it in detail, but it's basically been the regulations that a lot of state to state lawmakers have put forth when it comes to making chips, because there's like a whole big process of how you actually make chips, and then what that all entails with like getting a factory up to that standard. And then by the time that happens, like the chips are on a different level. So like in order to keep up, like it's one of those things that have been very much handcuffed by lawmakers and regulations and stuff like that. But again, I don't want to get into all of that. There's a lot of little gray areas and things to take into consideration when you talk about that kind of stuff. But we'll talk about it on another stream. DeFi, how's your day going?
It's going. I got a kind of like a punch list of things to do today. Hopefully I can get some content out. I've actually got some giveaways, some good giveaways this week. And I'm looking forward to your evening stream.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's 5 o'clock Nashville time or 5 o'clock New York time?
Nashville, Central Standard Time.
Got it. So that's 6 o'clock for me. That's even better. So yeah, I'll be on there. I can't wait to see what happens. I'm very interested. I was very patient not bothering you with questions this month.
You guys are not all of it. Some of y'all have been super bugging me, but like, but you guys really have been super, super patient.
Some people even asked me about it.
Yeah. Like
and I said, look, you could follow along, and not everyone needs to buy every NFT, but sometimes doing things the right way means you can't make promises for legal reasons and ethical reasons. And this is a public person who's putting his name on the line. And I bought it. Sometimes I buy NFTs to back the creator. I don't care what the roadmap is, and I don't care what the NFT even looks like sometimes. So that was my call there.
There you go. I'm gonna allude to something real quick, and then because of course it's not too much longer, we can talk about it at 5. But you're absolutely right. In order for things, and I've said this, and maybe for the people that's really been paying attention to the things that I really focus on and hone in on in the crypto space, not just Cosmos, because this is a thing for everybody. In order for things to actually last long term, to actually, I got to choose my words on that one. Ooh, almost slipped up on that. To actually work in a certain way, you gotta not do certain things. And if that means that it's harder for people to understand, so be it. But once it's out, people will fully understand, and then the name of the game is going to have to change for everybody after the fact. At least that's what I'm thinking. Again, you guys will understand a lot more come 5 o'clock, so don't miss the 5 o'clock stream. Central Standard Time.
I like what you did. I mean, I don't like when teams make a whole bunch of promises and it's all contingent on whether or not they make enough money from the mint. And sometimes they don't. And then what happens to everyone who bought into the hype, you know? So I like it. Let's use the NFTs for something other than flipping and see where it goes.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me say this, right? Speculate on this, guys. Basically everything in crypto, it has been contingent, right, on something else other than yourself, right? Like, think about that, and think about why that is. Why is it always that way? So, anyway,
last I checked, you had the all-time highest floor price for Stargaze.
Did you really? Oh, you know what I saw, by the way? I saw you put out your article about utilities and whatnot, and I was like, oh, can you rewrite that and add us in there after Monday? Oh.
I have a few on the hook. I definitely have to cover a couple other NFT projects. More than likely, what will happen is we'll just do another video together, and then I'll write the article based on the video.
Yes,
it'll be more interesting for people. Yeah. So the floor price right now for a Maneki, if you're undecided on whether or not to mint, the floor price is 8.9 billion stars on the secondary market. However, one was put on the market for less than the mint price, and it sold for 7,500 stars. That was a steal.
That was we actually in the Discord. It was a gentleman that was very, very transparent. And I get it, guys. I get it. Like, hey, different strokes, different folks. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. I absolutely understand. I can't remember though if they said that they pulled it or they bought it or whatever. Like they said they did it because of some I hate why do we always say that real world thing popped up? Like this is all the real world. Like I don't understand what people separate stuff like that. But they were saying something popped up and then they were able to take care of it. So I don't know if I don't know. Maybe I should look into that. I don't know if they are just
they probably broke even because of the price swing on stars.
Yeah.
So
that is something that's super amazing. Like for you guys don't know, some of you guys that were in the whitelist and some of you guys that bought shortly after, right? Let's just take a look real quick.
I got a deal on my Maneki. That's all I know.
Yeah, well, you guys are all up right now, right? Wait here. Where's the 11th? The 11th was here.
Well, if I could sell mine for 8.7 billion stars tokens, I'm way up.
Yeah.
And then I have a huge percentage of the stars circulating supply. Shane would have to call me at that point. And be like, hey, what do you?
Can you fund him some stars? Can you front him some stars?
Either that or it's going to be a Prop 16 situation where I'm the whale, and instead of selling all my stars, I would just buy all the NFTs on impulse. But hey, a really cool looking cat did mint, I guess, in the last day. 2 of them actually. Guys. One of them is a black cat with
249, right? No.
249 is really cool. Look at 253. The black cat with the rainbow patches and the secret necklace. Secret collar. That's a cool one. And then I like the bamboo background with the Juno 251.
251. Yeah. This is dude, just because it is Asian, it's Japanese inspired. It's a Japanese inspired thing if you guys don't understand. The bamboo background is clean. And the color on this one with the eyes and of course, it's Juno. I love Juno. Guys, well, I won't get into it. I know a lot of people have been like, oh, I want to swap my Comdex or my persistence and all this other stuff. And I've admittedly purposely been silent because I really just don't want to get into that until 5 o'clock comes around. But we'll address that when 5 o'clock comes around. So you guys, the one though.
I've got number 37 and it is an Evmos collar, which I love.
Oh, you got 37.
I got a Juno one with the rainbow background and black kitty. It's pretty good.
37.
And black cat.
black cat and rainbow background Juno.
That's really cool.
And the other paw race. I think the left paw, or with the cat facing you, the cat's left means welcome, and the one on the right means good luck.
We're gonna be giving you guys out the rarity. Hopefully right after, like, I'm trying to do it like while we're streaming and stuff like that, so you guys can all like geek out on stuff like that. And it also we'll drop out the meetings and stuff like that as well. Like, if you guys you can look it up. Honestly, you could actually probably just go look it up yourself. I actually put it out once on a tweet before of like all the different variations in meetings traditionally with the Maneki and what it means. But yeah, like you could, but guys, this one is also, I think this is one of two that actually has, I saw this and I was like, oh, such a classic color scheme with the Juno bell, and then the bullish trend in the background. That, who minted this?
What number?
It is number 249. Who minted this?
Yeah, that's. I like the orange and white.
Yeah, this is the classy color combination. I really do like that. But I want to point out something to you guys. I think a lot of people are sleeping on this. Like, have you guys not noticed how rare it is to have two eyes closed?
Maybe I never even noticed.
Two eyes closed is super rare. And that was the one right after 249. 250.
I traded mine, like, it was double eyes closed for the one that I got, but it wasn't the right color. So
yeah, they had 248. These, I believe, I don't have it in front of me right now, but 248 to 250, these three were super good grabs. The secret one with the eyes closed, and then you had
205 as a black cat with double eyes closed and a dollar bills raining in the background.
Nice. But yeah,
all the backgrounds are cool. What I like about holding off on the rarity chart is that you let people actually like their NFTs before you assign like a mathematical ranking to it, right? Mm-hmm. And the way you intended the rarity, or the way that the rarity was intended, it could be slightly thrown off based on the fact that 75% of the supply didn't mint. So you could have something that's more rare than was intended. Mm-hmm. Once the burn happens. Isn't that true?
Yep.
So there might be like a tie for certain traits where there wasn't intended to be a tie, So I don't like releasing the rarity while the mint is still going on. Oh man, 181 might be the coolest one. It's got the koi background. It's a beige cat with yellow head and patches, and Juno necklace. Man, all these are cool. I don't know. Whoever just like sketched these out and ran it past you must have been pretty happy.
Bro, Jerry and Rusty and their whole team killed it. Like, I had a theme and I had a vision, but like, admittingly, and I said that, I think I said this before, and now, again, we don't have to keep talking, I know, because we'll talk about them at 5, but like, they took my thoughts and vision and just nailed it. Like, on the first go, like, nailed it on the first go too. Absolutely very little things that had to get changed. Like, they understood exactly, and which was crazy to me because I feel like I don't explain things very well sometimes, especially like my thoughts and visions and hopes for certain things. But like, they understood it apparently and just like, whoop, just went to town with it. So like, yeah.
Here's something else that's a little bit subtle, but maybe not so subtle. When you actually see a maneki at a restaurant or whatever, like you go to a sushi restaurant or whatever the case might be, they look very like mechanical, almost like nutcrackers, and they're ugly. Mm-hmm. These look like kitties that are your pet, right? Yeah. So I feel like that's something that hopefully doesn't go overlooked, because I lived in Asia and I would look at the cats and I'm just like, yeah, what the hell is that by the cash register? Yeah. And these look like almost like Hank, you would remember this. They look like Care Bears.
Yeah, like they do.
They got the cutesy, chubby look.
Remember the Furbies? The Furby craze? And Beanie Baby craze even?
Yeah. Beanie Babies. Yeah, I bought Beanie Babies recently for my kid.
They're collectors now. They better not sell them.
Yeah.
Like all of them. But no, yeah, we're going to jump into this because we got a lot of stuff to unravel at 5 o'clock, so I don't want to keep going on and on and on and keep you guys getting more mad at me because I'm not telling you everything. Make sure you guys are part, if you can. Of course, you can watch it later. It's not one of those things where it's like, it'd be nice to all have you guys with us at 5. Excuse me, I'm hitting things. But again, you guys can watch this later. It's okay. And we're probably going to have the spaces again after the fact too as well. Just because it's
the one that was just minted, 250. One of them just minted. Black cat, yellow eyes, purple ears, purple belly.
257. Oh my gosh, guys, are we gonna hit 26% by 5
Sweet.
o'clock? You know what this reminds me of? The yellow eyes. I'm dating myself. I don't know how many of you guys remember the Michael Jackson Thriller, like the actual theatrical movie edition of it, when he turned around in the werewolf thing and his eyes, like that's exactly the same eyes and look that he had in that video. Like it reminds me of that every single time. That's when I, as a child, I remember getting scared to death because it was Michael Jackson, right? But like that, for that thing, when he did that back then in that day, was spooky. It was spooky, man. But that was the same eyes that he had.
You know, I look at every single one and I don't even care what the rarity chart is, but that's just me. I know that IBC people are obsessed with the rarity chart for whatever reason.
Oh, this guy. Oh, wait. One last thing. So, which one was it? Hold on. Totally went under the radar, by the way. Totally went under the radar. Where's it at?
By Dragon Hodl. That one that you just posted.
Did he just buy it?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. Welcome to the club, my friend.
You got 257?
Oh, okay, right here. Look at this. I don't think a lot of people even realize this. It's the only one that actually has a Koban with IBC gang in it.
Wait, what? The one that he
the gold coins. It's number 236. Somebody minted that over the past day,
really?
And it has the IBC gang logo.
I just saw that, and I like the color scheme on the cat as well. And the bamboo background might be my favorite one.
Yeah, and it has the shotgun eyes with the IBC logo in it. At least one of them.
No, Tank, I was thinking you could have done a lot worse for a first NFT mint. Your collection is just really cool looking. You could have done a lot worse.
I don't wait. Look, here's the thing though. When I think about it, this is our collection. It's not my collection. You guys did really, really good. It's like I don't view this. Like, yeah, I get it. Whatever. Like if you want to say like our birthday and all this other stuff. The way I view this is with the IBC gang. The IBC gang did really well. I can't wait for 5 o'clock. I cannot wait for 5 o'clock.
I can't wait till the rarity comes out and someone lists one for like 800 stars and I scoop it up.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen, dude. Like I really don't think that's gonna happen though. After 5 o'clock.
That only happens when people mint like 10, 15, 20 of something they don't really want in the first place. If the average person's holding 2, that's a great situation, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. Like in other words, you got about 120 holders, 110 holders. This is going to be almost. This is very similar to Maria's collection, where people don't want to sell them at all.
Yeah. I'll be really surprised. I would be really, really surprised.
Oh, how do you win the women from Cosmos? Is it just a random number drawn?
Yeah, we're just gonna pull anybody who is, and this is again because I don't want people to get this wrong. Whatever, I was trying to use a big word. I personally have a goddess that I was lucky enough. There was only 16 of these from Women from Cosmos minted, right? If it pulls up, pull up. I don't know what's going on.
I saw it on Twitter. That the one on Twitter you're talking about is different from the other one you're giving away.
No. It's Andromeda. It's Andromeda. I don't know why it's not pulling up right now. Oh wait, maybe I gotta go here. Yes, I know you can. I don't care if you guys see that. Like, I'm telling you, I use this for this stuff. This is not my main stuff. Whatever. I don't know why it's not pulling up. But anyway, I have it. There you go. Right when I was going to click off of it. This is the Women from Cosmos that I have. I was able to mint it. There's only 16 of them. the floor price is doubled right now from what I understand. And there's only one of them that is set to that low of a standard for a goddess from Women from Cosmos. But personally, this isn't from Maneki or anything like this. Is just me. As you guys know, I like to give things out. I wanted to kind of like just give back the love that people have not only just shown myself and the channel, but, you know, Maneki and yourselves as well. So I wanted to incentivize it just a little bit personally, not from the Maneki side of things, just personally, and kind of show people that I appreciate them. Everybody who minted a Maneki is up for grabs to win this one absolutely free. And like, you think about it, right? There's only 257. Maybe we get to 260. That's pretty good. That's pretty damn good odds. Like, that's really good odds. So yeah, that's just me personally to people. Just, you know, that's who I'm going to give it out to. But yeah,
I think there's less than 16 of those. I think there's only 10.
Was there only 10? I thought there was 16, but maybe.
I think the Guardians were only 10, and the Goddesses there's only 5. So you did pretty well over there.
Nice, yeah. Got a goddess. I got a goddess. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm pretty sad about giving this one away, but I want one of you guys to have it. So, because it's a goddess. Like, I was like, I hope I get a goddess, and I got a goddess. I was like, ooh. Anyway, but yeah. So guys, that's what I got. I'm just ranting now, to be honest with you, because I'm giddy and I can't wait for 5 o'clock. Really, really, really thankful from the team, Levana coming on, or the community members that were able to come on and talk to us about what they're doing. Would love to get some of the devs on to speak about, coming from their angle, from their side of the platform on, and maybe dive a little bit further in to what they're working on. NFTs and leveraging it in DeFi is absolutely mind-blowing to me. Can't wait to see what happens there. Yeah. Be ready, my friends. Be ready. I'm going to get out of here, though, because I've been talking way too much. Peace.
See you later.